8 o'clock in the morning. I'm at Waimea Bay, the North Shore. I'm about to start my training. I like to come down early. Actually getting a little later start today than normal, but I like to come early before the wind, before the people. I get the bay as my personal training ground. So today I'm training by myself. So I've kind of designed a course around the bay. It takes me about 15 minutes and I can time it and try to, each lap I do, try to better my time. So it's, you know, for stand-up racing these days, you got to put in the time. You can't show up at one of these races and not be fully trained, because there's some serious racers out there. And if you want to arrive at the finish line early, then you really got to put in the work. So that's what I'm about to do, jump in the water. I've had a long surfing career, started in my teens and turned pro and traveled the world, progressed into toe-in surfing. I start just on the other side of the rock. I get my music going, hit my watch, I paddle straight out past the point till I'm equal with the third rock. I make a hard left turn. I go around the third rock, which is the farthest rock out. Usually I can get there in about 7 minutes, and then I hit a headwind, usually the valley wind, and then I come in by the jump rock, straight along the beach, and back to my finish. If I can finish any time under 15 minutes, that's a good lap. 14:20 I think is my record. You know, I've been around the world. Waimea Bay is one of the most beautiful bays in the entire world. It's beautiful in the summer. The water's clear, people snorkel, there's turtles. The oldest son, Cody, is now 21. We used to do a lot of coast runs together, and God, it was probably 3 years ago that he started beating me. He was getting closer and closer, and then finally one day he beat me, and I knew once he beat me, that was it. I'd probably never beat him again. And there's not many people in the world that can beat him today. He's one of the top racers and stand-up wave riders in the world. I've been racing since the 80s, when it was lay down prone paddling, turned into stand-up racing, and there's races pretty much around the world. Almost every day there's a race somewhere in the world. I love surfing, but there's not always waves. And what I love to do now is just stand-up paddling. I do it when it's flat, I do it when there's waves. It's such a great way to get in the water and enjoy nature and stay in shape. Well, you know, as I've gotten older and I could no longer compete to win the races, it became about winning divisions. And as I've moved through the divisions, you know, done pretty well division-wise. Now I'm in the over 50 division, and it's a tough division. There's some really fast guys in this division. My goal is to be the fastest 60-year-old paddler. So right now I'm in the 50 to dead division, and I'm hoping that I can be in this division for a long time to come.